Okay, well, thanks so much for joining us today. I am joined by Joe Montana, the Joe Montana, four-time Super Bowl champion, Hall of Fame quarterback. It's great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Now, I do want to let our viewers know this is being brought to us by WellCare, and we're going to talk about Medicare in just a moment. But first, let's talk a little bit. We're World Cup crazy here. So I have to ask you, are you watching the World Cup? And what are your thoughts about the U.S. men's teams and their chance?
Well, I've been watching some of the games. Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is an exciting time. This doesn't happen, very often. It's sort of like the Olympics, and so I just I love watching it, and I think you know, they're playing well enough to continue to play. I didn't see who they were going to end up playing this weekend, but I think it was the Netherlands. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so that'll be a good challenge for them. That's another pretty good team, I understand. But there's been some upsets going on along the way here, so uh, why not? I got I love watching them, and it's still trying to figure out some of that game a little bit, like
It's a different
the
kind of football, right?
well, yeah. I'm still trying to figure out a little bit about the offside stuff.
Yeah.
So um,
Well, let's talk a
that's
little
I
bit
think it's
about you and what you've been doing
Mhm.
since your football days. And I know you were just recently inducted into the NFL 100, but talk to me a little bit about your life since you were on the field.
Yes. Well, I wasn't ready for another job, but I started a company out here investing in seed stage technology companies. And one thing I learned from Bill Walsh was you got to put together a great team, and I got a great young team. I think I double everybody's age except for one guy. But all these guys have started companies and sold companies to IBM, Google, Twitter. So we got a pretty good young team going, and we've been having some pretty early success with it, and it's been keeping me busy. I have, my kids. Luckily for Jennifer and I, our four kids are all within a mile of us here in San Francisco,
Uh-huh.
and our two granddaughters are. We get to see a bunch and enjoy doing that, and they keep you busy when I'm not busy working.
Well, it looks like you're still taking great care of yourself. You still seem, very healthy. What's your advice to seniors to stay healthy, to stay active?
Yeah, I think you have to find, family, friend, member, or any of your loved ones that want to see you continue to stay healthy. Is I have Jennifer for best explanation. She works out hard all the time, and it's hard to keep up with her, but yet she makes you feel not by physically saying it, but by watching her, it makes you feel guilty that you're not working out, and but also helps push you too. Like if you've been busy for a few days, she goes, I think you should. You're missing workouts, and she'll say little things, and she eats really healthy, so. Um, I'm trying to eat a little bit more healthy, doing the best I can. And I think when you have people around you who love you, then and they help push you, even friends, they find someone if you have trouble working out, find someone to work out with. If you have trouble changing your diet, find someone who's eating better. And it's always best to have someone along with you. And the other thing is you got to work your mind. And I think part of that's what I've been doing with the companies that we've been investing in, and that helps keep the mind going.
Yeah, and,
But
and real
yeah,
quick before I let you go, we've got the Medicare enrollment deadline
mm,
coming up December
yeah,
7th. What's your advice to seniors? It's a lot for them to sort out. So what's your advice to
yeah.
help them?
I think there's a lot of nonsense being pushed out there, that things that people don't really need. And that's kind of what we were kind of stuck though. What do we really want? What are the plans? There are a lot of plans you get to go through. Do you want zero copay? Do you want a low copay? How much do you want to spend? What's your budget? Do you want dental, vision, hearing? And what type of all those? And it's really, they almost make it, the Medicare system almost makes it like they don't want you to sign up. They want you to miss a year, because I really don't understand why there's a deadline, first of all. because you're in the system, right? You don't get younger after you turn 65, so you may, so why is there some deadline to sign up? And it is confusing. And we ran into the WellCare team, and wow, it was complete difference. You know, they took into account everything we wanted, walked us through the whole process, and they were tremendous. And all I can say is, if, you know, people have any kind of questions, they should check out the WellCare team at wellcarenow.com. And you know, there's obviously a lot of information on the website, but also ways to connect with the group. And honestly, I'm extremely happy that I did.
Great. Well, Joe Montana, it was a privilege to talk to you. Thanks so much for sharing your time with us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having us.
You bet.